My school lunch idea for you today is a wholemeal pita pocket filled with a mashed yam, smoked chicken and some other delicious things. In America, yams are known as like sweet potatoes, but in New Zealand they look like this. Yams are just a great source of fibre and potassium, magnesium, copper and antioxidants, and they're linked to heaps of health benefits, including boosting brain health, reducing inflammation, improving blood sugar control. These are great. They're also delicious mashed. They're also delicious roasted, wrapped in bacon. Oh boy, even sliced or grated really thinly into salads. They're kind of a cool thing that not a lot of people cook, so give them a go. And I'm going to do some crispy chickpeas to go in the school lunch today too. Let's be kind to our children. Hang in with me and let's see how we do it. The oven's preheated to 185 degrees. I've done a little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, some salt and pepper. Give them a shuffle around. Into the oven they go. For 30 to 35 minutes they come out and they're ready for us to smash or mash up. And look, they're soft in the middle, but the skins are going to be, you know when you do like a potato, a jacket potato that's done in the oven and the skin becomes a little crunchy and you kind of want to eat that piece, that's exactly what these yams are going to be like. Just going to mix it up a little bit there, and then it's time to add a little bit more extra virgin olive oil full of antioxidants, right? Didn't forget the pepper and the salt, look at it going in there. Now I've got a selection. I've got some sour cream. You could use a little goat's cheese. You could use mascarpone cheese. I've got some diced up cauliflower there, just very finely. I buy it from the supermarket all done like that, just like I do that beetroot. That's good. You could just grate some in there. And I've got a little bit of sauerkraut. That's really good for our kids' gut health. Tomatoes full of lycopene. We need that, and the olive oil in there is going to help us absorb more lycopene. Well, our kids, avocado, it's a good fat. I'm going to pop that in there. We're going to give that a little bit of a smash up. Now, yeah, just smash it up, just a little bit in there with that yam and mix it all around with the sour cream. I've got some smoked chicken. You could use some ham, you could use some leftover roast chicken from the night before. You could even use a little salami. If you're buying salami, then hey, try and buy one without added preservatives and sugar for your kids. I've got a little bit of bell pepper, but you could dice up some carrot maybe. Maybe your kids love carrot. And I love these baby cucumbers. Use a big one if you like, but just dice it up. We go through tons of these in our house. They're good for us. They're yummy. A little bit of salt and pepper on them if you're eating them on their own. Makes them extra delicious. We'll mix all that up. And I've got a pita pocket. But hey, you could just have this as a salad for a lunch at home, right? I've done enough for my daughter and myself here. Depending on how much your kids eat, you'll know what size you should make. But then I'm just going to fill the pita pocket. I'm using a wholemeal one. That is better for us, right? It's going to be a little bit more fibre in there. We're going to love our kids. So I'm going to fill it up. I'm going to put a little paper napkin in with this because it's probably going to be a little bit messy to eat. But that pocket's going to hold it in there. At least I do one for me. Hey, look, it looks good, doesn't it? You could put a little diced up onion in it. If you like spicy, maybe a little bit of chili powder in there would be good. Hey, we better give our kids a fruit salad. I'm putting goji berries. Raisins are just dried grapes full of sugar. Goji berries are full of antioxidants, way better for us. A little orange juice, so I stop everything oxidizing there. And in it goes. The seal's okay, or you could put it in a separate container. And my chickpeas, and my daughter loves olives, and olives are really good for us. So there's a couple of olives going in. I'm using the reusable beeswax wrapper. Check out the comments to see how you can win one delivered to your door. Throw a spoon in for the salad. Happy days. Check out my crispy chickpea recipe. Click the link above. I'm just going to wrap mine in a paper towel. If you don't have one of those beeswax wrappers, paper towel will do. Instead of putting packet food into our kids' lunches, let's make some crispy chickpeas. We're going to drain the can off, get them as dry as possible. Then we're going to bake them in an oven at 175 degrees C for 50 to 60 minutes until they're crispy and brown. We'll allow them to cool. We're going to then season them with a little bit of salt or your favourite seasoning, perhaps a Moroccan, Indian or Mexican. Then we're going to store them in an airtight container in a dry cupboard for up to a week, and we're going to put them into a little container to put into our kids' packed lunches. They're crispy, they're delicious. They're a type of legume, and chickpeas are an excellent source of fibre, and kids aged between 4 and 8 should eat around 25 grams of fibre daily. There's also folate, magnesium, and they're a great source of protein, iron, and phosphorus. Fibre improves digestive health and combats inflammation because they're loaded with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, and protein as well. These guys are really good, crispy little snacks that are great in salads as well. With the calcium and other nutrients in chickpeas, they all contribute to a healthy bone structure and strength for our kids. Now, as a parent, I totally understand. It's kind of hard to get fibre into our kids. So what can we do? When we introduce more fibre for the first time, if we haven't had much in our child's diet, it's important to understand that if we hit them too hard with it, that they could get gas and bloating. So we just need to slowly increase the fibre content into our children. So fun ways to sneak fibre into your children's diet is including like put them into smoothies. So that's blending fruits, because fruits are high in fibre. Pureeing vegetables into a pasta sauce to sneak them in there without them knowing. And choosing whole grain cereals and whole grain breads for your favourite sandwich. That's going to help. Some great snack ideas are apples with skin on, obviously, but with some peanut butter on top. Veggie kebabs, fruit salads, and maybe air popcorn. The main challenge making roasted chickpeas at home is that they stay crispy on the shelf or in your cupboard ready to go. So the key is make sure you bake them long enough. If they just start to brown up, they can still not be quite crispy in the middle. So be sure to let them cool down and try them. If they need a bit more cooking, back into the oven.